Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be making this video. I know that it has been quite some time since I have posted anything on this channel. I have really kind of been putting my focus and my attention into my other channel, my book channel, where I do bookish content. And gosh, for the last, I want to say 5, 6 months, something like that on that channel, but I have some really fun content that I am planning on putting up on my DIY channel. And we are going to start today with something a little bit interesting, something a little bit different. So I kind of went down a rabbit hole this past week. Let me just give you a little bit of context of where I'm coming from. So I was watching this video on YouTube about these really trendy, really viral mock-neck sweatshirts. And I was just like, it was blowing my mind. Like, these sweatshirts were well over $100. They were just sweatshirts. I don't know. I couldn't figure out like what the big draw was. It was a mock-neck sweatshirt, and then the owner had put their middle name across the front in like cute letters. I mean, I will say that, but I couldn't figure out like why it was so expensive, like why everybody was like freaking out over these sweatshirts. And so I kind of dug a little bit deeper. And what I found was that, well, first of all, this company has like these pop-up shops that will come up every once in a while. And people were like waiting in line like 24 hours before these pop-ups just to get one of these so expensive sweatshirts. And then I dug a little bit deeper and saw that just recently they were doing kind of a collaboration with Target. And so this brand kind of put together kind of a collection, I guess, in Target. And I was watching these videos where grown adults, men and women, grown adults, were pushing and shoving like 12 and 13-year olds just to get their hands on one of these items. And I was like, what is happening? Now, I don't know if this speaks to like something that's going on in our society at large. Like, maybe it's not just these sweatshirts in particular. I mean, I'm sure that we can get into commentary about like what's happening with like the Starbucks bear cups. And I'm sure that there's a whole commentary that we could get into, but this is just about these particular sweatshirts. And then the last video that I saw that really just kind of sparked this thought in my mind for this video today is there was kind of this warehouse pop-up that was happening, and people were lining up like literally around the corner of this warehouse, and somebody actually ran over somebody with a car. Vehicular manslaughter to get one of these sweatshirts, you guys. And I thought, you know what, this is beyond the pale. Like, I can't, there has to be a way for us to dupe this, to make our own, to do this more personalized to us. I don't want to go around wearing somebody else's middle name across my chest and pay over $100 for it. Like, I don't know. Anyway, to make a long story short, that is the rabbit hole that I went down this past week, and that is what inspired this video. I am just going to really quickly show you how easy you can make one of these mock neck sweatshirts, personalize it to you. I'll put all the links that I used in the description so that you can wear a mock neck sweatshirt if you so choose with your own personalized name. In my case, I'm going to put my own middle name across my chest, and you can make it for you. There's no need to hurt preteens. There's no need for vehicular manslaughter. You can do it yourself, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a fabric marker. Just pink is what I had, so that's what I'm going to use. You're going to need a mock neck sweatshirt. I ordered this off of Temu. I think it was $19 maybe. Anyway, you can use whatever sweatshirt you want, but we're trying to dupe the mock neck, so the mock neck is what I got. And then you can kind of see I have this round, I don't know, this round wooden disc kind of sitting there to the side. You're gonna want a lid, something round that you can use since we're going to be using it to make our round letters. So I'm going to fold the sweatshirt in half to find the middle point, and just very lightly, very small, I'm going to put and use my fabric marker, and I'm going to make just a little kind of small line just so I know where the middle is. Then I'm going to lay the sweatshirt out. And then I'm going to take my round wooden, I don't know, I guess I'll call it a blank. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of lay it kind of where I want my letters to be. Now, these letters I ordered off of the internet. I'll include a link in the description of where I got it. They were about, I think they were like $3.50 a piece. Now, my middle name is Elizabeth, and so I am putting Lizzie across my chest, and I'm doing it in kind of this half moon pattern, which is why I needed the round blank. And what this does is it's going to allow, instead of doing this by eyeball, I'm using this round blank so that I can get the half moon shape to be even and to look correct. And the reason why I have the middle mark with my fabric marker is so that I can place the letters somewhat evenly from the middle to the sides. Then I'm just going to take some pins and I'm going to pin these letters in place. And there is some eyeballing, somewhat eyeballing involved in this. If you wanted to get super duper picky snicky about this, you could totally use like a ruler and you could measure the space in between each of these letters. That is not my personality, and that's too much time for me, and so I just kind of eyeball it. If it looks good to me, it's going to look good to people that are just going to be glancing at me from a distance, and so this is fine for me. And then I'm going to take pins and I'm going to pin the bottom, and then you just want to make sure that you're only going through the top layer of the sweatshirt. You don't want to pin through both layers, because here in a minute we're going to be turning this sweatshirt inside out, because when you use heat on this, you don't want to go from the top, because these are made from a yarn and chenille mix, these letters, and if you try and put heat from the top to melt the glue on the back side of these letters, you're never going to get enough heat transfer from the top to the bottom to be able to melt the glue. So you're going to have to go from the bottom. That's why we're going to turn this inside out. And just kind of take a look at it, make sure that it looks how you want it to, adjust it if you need to. You can take the pins out, you can, move your letters around, it's all good. Do what you need to do. Okay, now we've turned the sweatshirt inside out. And now we're going to apply our heat. Now, I have one of those presses. If you don't have a press, you can use an iron, perfectly fine. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put a piece of parchment, a piece of paper, a piece of a towel, a something in between the layers of your sweatshirt. Just like so. I also have a heat pad on the very bottom so it's not laying against my desk. And then I've got my heat press heating up. And my heat press is set to 340 degrees. And I'm going to go in 30-second increments. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this on there for 30 seconds and then I'm going to check the glue on the other side and just kind of feel around the edges with my fingertips. If there are any places that have not been secure, then I will do another 30 seconds and so on. Just do it in 30-second increments until you feel like the glue has all been, you know, melted and is now sticking to the sweatshirt. Just don't do it right away because that is really, really hot and you don't want to burn your fingers, so just be careful. I think I ended up doing a full minute. So I ended up doing 2 passes, 2 30-second passes for these letters. And then I took the pins out, and then of course there are little, you know, teeny pinholes in it. And so I took the press, after I took the pins out, I took the press and I just very quickly for maybe 5 seconds just kind of went over it again, just so that it, you know, if there was any glue in the little pinholes, that I melted that to make sure that the letters were fully glued down. So here I just got done taking the pins out, and I'm just gonna lightly just kind of press some heat into it, not the full 30 seconds, maybe just 5, and that's that. And then I'm gonna move on to the other side, to the next 2 letters, and I'm just gonna repeat the same process. 30 seconds, 30-second increments. I did it twice, so it was a full minute. Take out the pins, and then kind of lightly rub the heat on it, and then make sure it's completely cooled before you touch it and turn it right side up. Okay, so we are done pressing these letters on. So I'm going to remove my paper. I'm going to take it off of the heat pad. I have turned my heat press off, safety first. And then I'm going to turn this back right side out. I don't know the proper term for that. Anyway, and now we have this this Mockneck Sweatshirt dupe with my middle name on it, but we still have this fabric mark on it, and I have found that a combination of alcohol and acetone will pull it right up. So this is all I'm doing, is I'm just using a little bit of rubbing alcohol and then a little bit of acetone, and I'm just rubbing that right out. And that's it. You just made a dupe of the viral Mockneck sweatshirt that you don't have to pay over $100 for, and that's personalized to you. Now, I will tell you, when you wash this, you're going to want to make sure you wash it inside out, and that you wash it in cold water, and that you either hang it to dry or you dry it on low, because we don't want to melt the glue that we've so painstakingly done this on. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. And this is what your final product looks like. The Mockneck sweatshirt with my middle name on it. Now, I got this sweatshirt from Temu. All I did was looked up Mockneck sweatshirts. They have a gazillion to pick from. I live in the desert, and so a heavy duty sweatshirt is not really going to do me a whole lot of good here. And so I did pick up a lighter material, a thinner sweatshirt material, because that's going to serve me better in my climate and in my environment. You obviously can do whatever type of sweatshirt and material. This will work on anything. All you're doing is just ironing on letters to a material, and so you can do this however you want to do it. But this is what you're left with. I'm actually quite proud of it. I think it turned out super cute. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna try to dupe this viral mock-neck sweatshirt or if you're gonna try and do something a little bit different, and send me pictures. I'd love to see. So until next time, bye.